What's going on, everybody? This is Chris Albert here. You guys are about to watch mine and Thad Coleman's biceps training video. What you can see us doing right now, we're doing a close grip standing curl bar, barbell curl, barbell curl with a curl bar. Anyways, forget my English. Basically, the reason why we're doing this with this type of grip is we're trying to work the outside of the bicep. One thing I want you guys to understand is that, a lot of my friends, they like to use a lot of weight. Obviously, you see CT in the gym, he's using the 90 pounds on the preacher curl and things like that. Us, we're mere mortals here. One of the things we're trying to do is really focus on the shape of our biceps and on pumping as much blood as possible into the biceps here. My arms aren't huge, but they do have quite a bit of detail on them and a good bit of separation. And the reason why I have such separation is because of this slow type of movement, pumping the muscle full of blood, uh, getting that stuff in there, and then stretching the muscle out. You can see we're trying to use slow, controlled movements. We're cheating a little bit toward the end, but only when it helps us to get a few extra reps. It's quite painful. You're going to see me swell up quite a bit here. Fantastic shots. So, one thing about Metroflex Gym Long Beach is it gets freaking hot in there during the afternoon, and Thad and I usually train around 3:30 p.m. and it's top temperature in there at that time. So you can see the heat taking its toll on us. This was actually after our chest workout. I used to do biceps exclusively after back, and you know I see the benefit in doing both. Right now we're trying to work the opposites, and so we put them after back. Really, it's up to you, whatever works for you. I'm not as much of a stickler on when to do biceps now. Sometimes I'll do them on their own. Sometimes I'll do them with other body parts. So today we did them after chest. Uh, One thing I do also want to point out is those of you who do the same exercises every week, you know, one way to build a dynamic muscle, one that's got, multiple facets, three-dimensional, is to change those exercises up every week. You can see I'm going a little bit heavier now, trying to get that squeeze at the top, really squeezing. See my strain coming up there. Trying to stay pretty lean this off season. I've put on about 12 pounds since the show, and I've managed to stay pretty lean. Keeping a lot of my definition, and I'm trying to keep this definition going on into December when I do the Excalibur. From here, we move on to a modified preacher curl. You see where our arms are going straight up and down. One of the reasons I like to do this is because it stretches the muscle out and then helps you get a really, really full contraction at the top there. Really getting a big, long range of motion pulling it up. We're not using a whole lot of weight. We're just, again, trying to rep it out, put that blood into the muscle. Another thing that I want you to notice is that our shoulders are in line with our elbows. Nothing's coming in or going out or anything like that. I see a lot of guys with crooked upper arms when they're doing these exercises. And at that point, you're not really working the bicep. You're working more of the shoulder, the deltoid, the front deltoid, and even the forearm, and skipping over the bicep. Right now, the point of this movement is to keep it as isolated as possible on the bicep, trying to keep things as strict as possible. Helping Thad here get a few extra reps. Again, that's important of importance of a training partner, helping you activate that last few bunch of muscle fibers here. Come on there. Really, really happy with the definition of the inside of my biceps. I've been working really hard on that. Really improved my front double biceps pose. You can see here, one of the things I'm trying to do is keep that dumbbell as straight as possible, going up and down. That really helps in working that inside of the bicep, trying to get that definition there. See a little bit of drool coming out of my face. squeezing everything up. This wasn't a very long workout. It actually probably took about 10-12 minutes. we're moving quite a bit. I'm not a big believer in rest periods. I don't think they should be lasting that long. I mean, my rest periods go longer on some workouts than others, particularly leg workouts. I take a long time because I'm sucking wind normally. But right now we're moving. We're trying to get in as quick as possible. Maybe a little bit of BS and grab assing on the side, but that's about it. Thad here again, slow, controlled movements, really trying to put those peaks in his biceps. He's such a big guy, and the more he's only been at bodybuilding really for less than a year, and he's made such great improvements, making it to the national level in such a short period of time. So, really proud of him. You're going to see great things from him over the next year. Hopefully, you'll see great things from myself. Switching sides, going from one side to the other. Again, getting quite fatigued. Now, if you guys have questions about this exercise, let me know. There's a bunch of different variations you can do on it. The preach curl is one of my favorite exercises because I feel it's one of the most effective at creating that peak in the biceps. Lot of times peaked arms are very genetic. I'm blessed to have a natural peak on my arms. Some other bodybuilders aren't. I may not be the biggest bodybuilder in the world, but I can appear big because of that shape of my biceps. Again, a lot of this is just finesse, not trying to kill ourselves, not trying to do a shit ton of weight here. One of the easiest ways to tear your biceps, if you're not CT Fletcher, is via the preach curl. But those things are extremely effective for him. Going those heavy weights. Again, I'm not so confident in my biceps tendons, so I stick with the lower weights and really try to get a pump going on. So that's quick, down and dirty. If you guys have any questions, just hit me up. gettingyoushredded@gmail.com. Hope you enjoy the workout. Again, nice and quick for you. So talk to y'all soon. Have a great evening.